And welcome back to another Fuel Your Freaky podcast. Avi, I know how much you love the intros. What's going on?
Yeah, I wish we didn't have an intro, like more of a Seinfeld or Curb type intro.
But what? So we would just start the podcast and we're just randomly already in the middle of a conversation?
That's a great idea, yeah. And then people just have to figure it out, and that's like the whole podcast.
It should be called like the mystery podcast.
Or like middle of the road.
Or we can start like this. Hey. No.
Yeah.
Hold on. So how was your day?
Good, how was your day?
So it's like we just start without saying hi, how are you?
Yeah.
I think it's normal. I mean, think about it, right? Like, if I see you in public, like I'm walking on the street, I'm not going to just walk up to you and say, "Did you enjoy the movie yesterday?" It's like, "Hi, how are you?" You know? I mean, I don't know. I guess if you're like friends with somebody, maybe. But for most people, you would say, "Hi, how are you?" So I think it just makes sense to do that here.
So you want people to see how you greet me?
No, but like I'm saying hi to the audience.
Oh.
Kind of.
Yeah, I forgot about the audience. I thought it was just us talking for a second.
Right.
Anyway.
How was your weekend?
It was good. The Super Bowl was on.
Don't
Honestly,
you just hate that question?
I hate those questions.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, because I responded like
that's a pet
that
peeve.
is a pet peeve of mine.
Damn,
I responded
I had another list of pet peeves that I totally.
Oh.
As soon as like I'm like, yes, I want to talk about this, and then like as soon as I'm
have
like,
a list.
what are the pet peeves? Just disappears. Like I totally forgot.
Can I share my list?
Go ahead, but my pet peeve, honestly. How was your weekend? How are you? How was your day? It's like, bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hate those because I never know how to answer because it was like a regular day.
It was good.
Because if it was bad, you don't want to hear that. Like, did anyone ever tell you that? Oh yeah, my day was bad, and it's just like now you feel depressed and sad.
I'm genuinely interested in that kind of a conversation with someone you didn't see in a long time.
That's true.
How are you? How you been? I didn't see you in so long. But people you see like often, it's like I was hanging out with a friend of ours, and I saw him like 2-3 nights in a row, and he's like, "So what's new?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? We've hung out for like all week, and I've been telling you everything. What do you mean? What could be new?"
That's why I'd rather just not hang out and not see anyone for a few days.
But go ahead. What are your pet peeves?
So that's one of my pet peeves. How's your day? How are you? How's your weekend? I hate that. Another pet peeve is people excessively coughing.
Okay.
Another pet peeve is like
Babies crying. I know that's one of yours.
babies crying like consistently without stopping, and the parents not doing anything about it. And then like a sub pet peeve of that is like kids just like running around everywhere, and the parents are like, "Oh, whatever."
You know what? No, go ahead.
And then another pet peeve, which doesn't happen often, but I feel like it kind of scarred me as a kid, was like when I saw like babies hold those big balloons, and they'll just be like, "Oh," and they'll pop and they'll start crying.
Oh my god!
And you get startled and you get pissed, but you can't get mad because it's a baby.
So you have like PTSD from balloons now?
Yeah.
So you hate balloons?
I hate balloons.
I think balloons are so useless.
They are useless. Like, if there's one thing we could ban because of like the plastic, it should be balloons.
Right? Like you're banning straws, you're banning plastic bags. What do we need balloons for?
I know people are gonna say, "Oh, you're fun at parties."
What?
People are they're probably thinking like,
what's he saying? Dude, you have to say that again.
People are probably gonna think like we're really fun at parties because like we want to ban balloons.
Well, listen, you could have
like,
a party
how are
without
you?
balloons.
No, like I guess like the big happy birthday ones are fine, but like those like regular latex ones are the worst.
You know what's the worst about balloons? Like when they just die in the house and they're like floating on the, near the ground.
Yeah, and you don't know how to get rid of it too, you know? Like, do
How?
you throw it out? Do you recycle it?
I mean, I'd have to pop it, I guess, and then put in the recycling bin. Ugh,
It's a
it's like
lot
a
of
whole to
work.
do. I hate the popping the
It takes up so
balloons.
much room in the garbage bag.
You know what else I hate?
Wait. Sorry. Did you ever play the volleyball with the balloons?
As a kid,
Yeah, and the
not now.
I guess that was like the only fun part about like dying balloons.
Another pet peeve of mine is like when I say something and somebody can't hear me and they ask what, and like I'm cool for like the first two, three times, the first two times, but after the third what, I don't know why I get so aggravated. I don't know why. Like I don't want to, but it just happens. Like I'm so angry. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's annoying because they could just like come over or like. Well, that happens to me a lot. I feel like people don't understand what I say.
You know what another pet peeve of mine is? Oh, did you watch the Super Bowl? No, I didn't.
I know, right?
There, I said it.
Yeah, I told so many people this week that I watched it and I really didn't.
I know.
I hate football.
I don't want to be.
Honestly, I just hate it.
I don't hate football.
I
I
never
don't
watched
hate
it
football.
all season. Why would I want to watch one game and then commercials? Oh look, Jennifer Aniston. Ho.
Yeah, so I don't hate football. Okay, I just don't have time for it because I am so invested in basketball. I don't have I barely have time to watch basketball.
That's true.
I went to a football game. I went to a Jets game this year.
That's probably fun.
It's
man.
fun, you know, you go. It's fun. I think I have more fun at obviously basketball games, but I think I'd have a little more fun in baseball games, ironically, because I think baseball is kind of boring to watch on TV.
It's like a fun summer sport.
Yeah, but to play the game or to, watch the game when you're there, I like it. Football's cool. Listen, I don't hate football. And listen, I feel like an outcast. That's why I do tell people, like, yeah, I watched the game, but I didn't really. Sometimes I do watch. Sometimes I do watch the Super Bowl. Like, I'm not going to watch the whole season, but I'll watch the Super Bowl, and I'll always root for the underdog unless it's a New York team. And listen, sometimes, like, the commercials are cool and creative, and the performances are cool, but I feel like I could watch all that on YouTube on my time. Like, I don't want to like sit there in front of a TV and just wait for it all to happen.
They also started releasing the commercials before, like it's some sort of preview to a movie or something.
Right. And then I think there was a record-breaking number you said this year about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think the most watched television event since the moon landing or the
That's
supposed
crazy.
moon landing.
But you know what? I think it has a lot to do with Taylor Swift. Tyler Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor,
You're not a Swiftie?
tomato. But Tyler Swift, Taylor Swift. Here's what bothers me about Taylor Swift. I have no problem with Taylor Swift. I think if you're a fan of her music, great. I've
She's
heard
cool.
Yeah, I've heard like a song or two, to be honest. Like, I don't listen to Taylor Swift. But this is what bothers me about Taylor Swift. I heard apparently 18% of the people said they're going to vote on a candidate based on who she endorses. Now, I don't care if you vote Democrat or Republican. I don't care if you're liberal, conservative, or moderate. Use your own brain. And it's okay to love an artist and not agree with their decision. It just bothers me because it's like you don't have your own common sense to say, oh, this is who I should vote for because, not because some singer that I like her music tells me to.
Question, because I heard this before, but is this like surveyed by people who could vote, or is it like all her fans were like 12?
Dude, there's no way people make a survey with 12-year-olds. They're going to make surveys based on people who could actually vote.
No, because you never know. You could fill out a survey online, even though you're not qualified, you know?
All right, let's put this to rest. Let's look it up.
But what is it about her that people are so like
Oh,
obsessed about her? Like it's like almost like a cult following.
yeah, and everybody's making such a big deal that even Donald Trump had to comment on it. You know, Donald Trump had to comment on it, saying, "Oh, I like her music," or "I don't like her music. I don't like her boyfriend." He said something, but like she's, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, they're all talking about
She's
this.
like the Elvis and Michael Jackson of our time.
Well, ironically, Elvis never got involved in politics, but yeah, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, she's the real deal. I got to give her props. What a superstar. I feel like
I think she's almost worth $1 billion, if not already.
she is. She's worth 1.1 billion. And she's definitely a lot more famous than her husband, or sorry, boyfriend.
It's funny because I feel like she's worth 10 times more than her boyfriend.
She could potentially buy her boyfriend's team. Maybe not.
No, but she could definitely be like a minority owner at the least.
But damn, Taylor Swift, she's bigger. Like, who was bigger than Taylor Swift? Like, who? All right, so like she's like the LeBron James of singers right now, right? Who was the Michael Jordan? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who was before Taylor Swift? It wasn't Britney Spears.
Before.
It wasn't Christina
Well,
Aguilera.
Beyonce's pretty big.
Okay,
I think Beyonce was
but
bigger maybe at some time.
so do you think Beyonce? Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I don't think anyone had this crazy of a following as Taylor Swift had.
Like to shake up the political world with, oh my God, who's she gonna endorse? Like, I don't think I've ever heard that before.
No, but it's also like I heard where it's like it's almost like a cult. Like
Yeah.
if she'll say like buy this, people will buy it.
Well, I heard, I don't know if this is true, but like you watch, on TikTok or Instagram, you're scrolling all the time or you're reading articles, whatever. Apparently, she's already abusing her power, like, and it could get to your head. If somebody
Yeah, of
crosses
course.
you the wrong way, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna make your life a living
But I
hell.
think that Travis Kelsey, and I thought his name was Kels before because that's how it's spelled. Travis Kels sounds like it's a cooler name though. And then you have like two first names, and one Kelsey is kind of like a girl's name. And you know what they say about people with two first names?
What do they say about people with two first names?
They're asses.
Really? Because I will shout out somebody who's dead, and well, no, listen.
No, the way you said it.
He was a very nice guy from what I understood, and he had 3 first names as a name.
Someone you know personally, or
I
like
don't
a
know him
celebrity?
personally. Tommy the Green Ranger, the original Green Ranger, his name was Jason David Frank. 3 first names as a name.
How do you have 3 first names?
I think he might have broken a record. I'm not sure.
Well, you have Patrick Ben David.
Patrick Bet David.
Oh, Bet?
Yeah.
Is Bet the name, or is that like stand for something?
I have no idea, man. And I don't think a lot of people
You know
know
how-
who Patrick Bet David is. He's famous. Don't get me
You
wrong.
know how it's like it could be like translated in another language, like son of.
Maybe Bet is a name, but it's like Patrick Bet, and then there's a dash David. So I think Bet David is the name.
Yeah.
Larry David, he's kind of an ass. That's why, yeah, that makes sense.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, is he an ass?
Well, on the court.
Mm. Mhm.
Do you know anyone like personally that?
Personally, 2 first names, probably, but it's like every time people ask me questions like this, it's like phew, just like goes away.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, like I think so. Yeah. Do you have any other pet peeves that you want to share?
Oh yeah, when people cough a lot.
Oh, you mentioned that already, but I can't believe you
Yeah.
hate football. That's such a strong. Wow, you hate it.
You
What
know
do you
what
hate
though?
about football? What do you hate about it?
I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like I was getting a little FOMO of like, I feel like I'm missing out from like the action because people are so into it. I feel like that's the only sport in America, like not including soccer or football, that people are so like excited for more than basketball or baseball or anything else.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of soccer. I never liked playing soccer. If I played soccer, I was only decent at being a goalie. I don't know why. I just couldn't kick the ball with my legs properly. I'm not really like. I think it's kind of annoying even watching it. It's like, oh, it takes forever for
Yeah, I'm
something
not. I
to go
never.
down.
I also never got into soccer. Like it's so popular, and I get it, but
But
with
it's crazy because soccer is the most popular sport globally, not in the United States, but everywhere else.
besides for soccer, with the basketball, you have to be soccer, basketball. You actually have to be like athletic and in shape. Where football, you could be like 300 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, you could be like linebackers. They're like 300 pounds,
Wow.
and there's like 80 guys on the team. But I think Taylor Swift's boyfriend is gonna definitely is profiting off her that relationship
Yeah, I think he's benefiting more
way
than
more.
she is. Yeah, but
I don't think they're gonna last.
Taylor Swift needs to date somebody with a big name. Otherwise it's just not going to cut it.
Like who bigger than her?
I mean, who's bigger than Taylor Swift at this point?
I can't even think about. I can't even. I don't even know. No one comes to mind. Unless it's like some CEO of a company, like a major company.
I don't think a CEO of a major company will do it, man. She's really powerful.
Well, I heard that Kim Kardashian is now supposedly dating Odell Beckham Jr., who's another football player, and I think he's like a popular guy on like social media and stuff too. Um, and I think she's gonna take a page out of her book, Taylor's book, because Taylor also became super popular with her being in the stands, and like that's the only thing that people were talking about because she was supporting her boyfriend, like, oh, big deal, right?
Uh,
Oh, and then I read an article today or yesterday. Oh, they had chicken wings at 5 in the morning after the party. It's
okay.
like why do you write that? Who would write that?
What are you
Just for
talking about?
clicks?
Like, who wrote that?
I don't know. It was just like on like one of those news things.
So the thing with Kim Kardashian, I'm not even surprised. It's not the first time she's riding a popularity wave. Her sister started dating Travis Barker. She stole the show. So she decided to start dating Pete Davidson. Everybody knows why she did that. They're not a match. That's why it didn't last long. But
And he
she
was kind of
stole the
trending.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and he was trending. But here's what Kim Kardashian just doesn't understand. Kim Kardashian can mimic Taylor Swift all she wants, dating a football player, being seen at games, but she's not Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is loved. Kim Kardashian is arguably is a villain in this country. Like when you look at the comments of what people write about Kim Kardashian on social media in
I don't
comparison
think
to
she's
Taylor Swift.
It depend. I think it depends on the age group.
Well, either way, here's what Kim Kardashian just doesn't get. Did you remember in the Founder, the movie?
Yeah.
It was the McDonald movie. In the end, the spoiler alert, the McDonald brother asked Ray Kroc, Michael Keaton's character, Michael Keaton. Shout out to Michael Keaton. It was a good movie. That's actually one of my favorite movies.
You know him personally?
I wish.
Yeah,
But anyway,
oh, shout out.
Actually, don't meet your don't meet celebs.
He's such an underrated actor. It's not even funny.
Yeah, but I don't want to, drift away from the point I'm making. So I'm going to just say this real quick. In the end of the movie, he says, why did you have to go after McDonald's? Why couldn't you just start your own restaurant? I showed you everything, the speedy system. You could have just taken our formula. And he's like, you don't get it, do you? It's not about the restaurant. It's not about the mechanics. He says, it's the name, McDonald's, right? It's American. It's whatever. That's what's selling the burgers, right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing with Kim Kardashian. She could mimic Taylor Swift all she wants, but what she doesn't understand is she's not and she never will be Taylor Swift. So she can do whatever she wants. She's never going to get beyond that level.
Well, I think she has her own level, honestly, and she's still pretty big. A lot of people follow her. And I want to say, like, yeah, certain age groups definitely don't like her, and I could see why. And I think a lot of people in our age group, or at least from like, let's say mid 20s to mid 30s, and let's say female, they'll say like, "Oh, I don't necessarily love her, but I kind of just watch them on TV just because it's like something to do after work, you know?"
But let's start with Taylor Swift has talent.
Yeah, no, but
She's a singer.
I gotta,
Why is Kim Kardashian even famous?
I want to say one thing though, that about like who would Taylor date that's bigger than her. Kim Kardashian dated Kanye West, and at that time, he was arguably bigger than her.
Definitely bigger,
And
yeah.
I think she is now more popular because of him. You know,
Right.
she even met the president and everything. And I think when she went out with Pete Davidson, he was kind of also really popular.
At the time, yeah.
So now she's gonna go out supposedly with this football player, be at the games. He's socially more popular, I think, and he's like, oh yeah, I don't like I'm not like into the spotlight and all that, even though he
Yeah.
kind of is.
That's not going to last long.
Yeah.
We all know Kim Kardashian needs that spotlight.
Bro, they all have all these athletes that go out with them, they just all fall off the cliff.
Yeah, so there, I really, I hate superstition. I hate the idea of it, but there's something to be said about this Kardashian curse. All right, look at all the NBA players' careers that they ruined. Ben Simmons, James Harden was not the same player. I feel like the only player that over Lamar Odom,
Oh my god.
the guy almost died. The only player that really didn't take a hit is Devin Booker.
But he had like a down season.
He had a down season. So did James Harden. James Harden was a superstar. As soon as he started dating a Kardashian, he went down.
Ben Simmons is
The James Harden had a really questionable season. Then he kind of bounced back, but yeah. So James Harden kind of survived. Devin Booker survived, but look at everybody else: Lamar Odom, Benson. Who else? Chris Humphries. I'm even surprised she went out with Chris Humphries.
yeah, she just miscalculated. Someone probably said, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be really good."
You know
He was
that
good.
somebody came up to Danilo Gallinari when he was a Nick, like he was a young Nick. I think he might have been a rookie, even maybe sophomore, whatever. He was in the earlier stages of his career, and he was a number 8 overall draft pick. So they thought, well, okay, he can potentially be big. And they offered, "Do you want to date Kim Kardashian and be on her reality show?" And is such a classy guy. He says, "Oh, listen, she seems like a wonderful woman, and I wouldn't mind meeting her, but I'm sorry, I'm not interested in dating or being on reality TV." Classy. Now, you see how everything with Kim Kardashian's a business. She wanted to go out and have a boyfriend, maybe a husband, but like based on what she could show on television. But that's her career, right?
And
Reality TV.
they probably also thought like he's gonna be a big star coming to the Knicks. He's Italian.
Well, listen, Danilo Gallinari, very, very, very good player, actually. Very good player. He's just plagued by injuries.
Yeah, and look at Kanye. He kind of
Oh,
went off the deep end also right
okay.
after.
We were talking about just about NBA stars, but yeah, look at Kanye West. Who else were they involved with? Scott Disick. Well, I don't know. Is there anything wrong with him? Actually, I'm not sure if there's anything wrong with him.
I think he's fine. But no, that sister, I forgot her name, but she's probably the most like the least attention getting one. And
Yeah.
they actually seem legitimately happy, her and Travis Barker. But I was thinking like, well, what's her sister's name? The younger ones.
There's Kendall and Kylie.
Kylie. So I was under Instagram.
Why do I know this? Why do I know this?
Kendall, Kylie, Courtney, Kim, and then
Chloe.
Chloe. The least favorite. I hate when girls try to mimic their makeup. But anyway, I'm getting off topic here. What I wanted to say is, so I was on Kylie and Chloe's Instagram, and I feel like it's all the same. The whole thing is just them either photo shoots on vacation somewhere or showing off her product, right? And I'm thinking like, how much do people like? how much attracted are people to them that they'll keep buying their product over and over and over again? Because literally all their content is just the same.
You know,
You
you
know, don't you think like eventually people get tired of them?
you know, I thought there might have been a time where people got sick of the Kardashians. But I was wrong, and I got to tell you, I'm borderline impressed or intrigued or like just mesmerized or mind blown, whatever, on how relevant they still are to this day. Because look at Paris Hilton, look at all these other people. That's it. They had their 15 minutes, 30 minutes of fame, and they're gone.
But you
They're
know what?
still around, these Kardashians.
But
What a
you
legacy.
know what I think it was though? I think it was the fact that social media became super popular. Everyone, was on social media on their smartphones, and that's when they started coming out. And I think it was just good timing. So they're always in the spotlight, and they're always doing things to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Whether it's having kids or all these relationships or all these different spin-off shows.
And there's never a dull moment. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And that's why I've heard conspiracies where they also had Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey kind of also get together. I'm not surprised if they the teams kind of put them together. You know what I mean? Like I'm not surprised if it wasn't all like natural and just organic happening.
Or you know what? It could have been like there was a meeting. Hey Taylor, you know what? We think your next boyfriend should be so and so. Think about it. It'll be good for you. It'll make your brand better. It'll make the NFL better. It's like a good partnership. And look, it worked, right? The highest viewership. When did she start dating him? Like, was she dating him last year?
I think they've been dating for a few months, but it was like
Oh,
very.
so yeah.
I think it was very public, like more recently. But yeah, and I think it helped her out a lot too, because like I'm sure there's a lot of people that didn't really know about her or didn't really like. We know about her, right? But I'm sure a lot of people were like, "Oh, let me check out her music. Oh, she's not so bad." And people watch NFL games a lot, and she's always there. So I'm sure it helped her out a lot as well. But she's so much bigger than him; it's crazy. Like she is a juggernaut.
Yep. And on that note, I think that's all for this evening. What do you say? Do you like doing outros, or is that a pet peeve of yours as well? So do we just stop? Do we just like randomly like ha ha ha, and then it's just like the Sopranos ending, and it just turns off?
Oh, that's a good idea. You have a lot of good ideas.
Nah.
But no, you know what? Oh, is this still on?
Go ahead. Yeah, yeah. It's
Go ahead.
okay. Okay.
No. I was gonna say something for real.
Go.
I just feel like when you say that, I don't know what to say. Like, see you later, bye,
You just said it. See you later. Bye.
see ya.
Good evening. No. Whatever.
Good evening is like a.
I say until next time.
Why do people say good evening to start and then good night to end? Like good night, like good evening.
I don't know. Now I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night with this question.
They say good morning in the morning, right? Good evening to start.
What if like I come to someone's house in the morning and then I'm like, all right, I'm leaving. Good morning. And then you just leave. Like, is that appropriate? No. That would sound weird.
So I think if you do it in that tone, it's like they get it.
You know what you could say as a greeting and a goodbye?
What?
Good day. You come to someone's house in the afternoon, good day. How are you? And then when you leave, good day.
Have a good one.
See you later. So the good day you could use both times. Good morning.
So good day is equivalent to good evening.
Good day is equivalent to good evening, good morning, doesn't matter. Good morning you can use only as a greeting. All right? You can't use it as a goodbye. Good day you could use as a greeting and a goodbye. Good night you can use as a goodbye, not a greeting. But there's a loophole with the good evening part. But evening and night are not the same thing. I know people think it is, but it's kind of not. Evening is more like 4, 5, 6 o'clock ish.
Yeah, it's like when the sun's
Night
going
is
down.
like 9, 10.
It's like dusk, right? What is
Yeah.
dusk?
Dusk. It's dusk out. No, it's
No.
dusk. Right? It's already dusk. No, no.
Dusk is not to describe weather.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. I know dusk is not weather. It's dusk. It's dusk. What time is it? It's dusk.
No, no one's. This is like mid-century, like in England or something. Dawn. So what's dawn done?
Dawn,
Dawn
I
is
think, is
like
like morning. No?
no. Dawn is
Yeah.
like
It's always, or isn't there a saying it's always
Dawn-
dusk before the dawn or something?
yeah. So I think
So-
dawn is before the morning. The sun goes up.
Right. So
makes sense.
dusk is like it's getting dark out.
I
and
bet you
dawn
people
is
like
it's
will
getting
learn.
morning.
People learn a lot right now. Like we didn't learn this in school. You kind of
I
just know
think
it.
we just did and we forgot because it's like in and out while you're thinking about what TV shows to watch as a kid and
What's
video
it
games to play. I remember I used to get excited to come home and watch like Boy Meets World, Nickelodeon. We were more like Nickelodeon kids than we were Disney Channel kids.
Yeah, Nickelodeon was
But
better.
Nickelodeon 90's kids, like everybody, all these 90's kids know that the 90's era of Nickelodeon was king. Nobody could beat that era of Nickelodeon.
What shows?
What shows are you? First of all, let's talk about Snick, Saturday Night Nickelodeon. All right, I don't even think that exists anymore. All right, you had all that.
Snick.
You had the Keenan and Kel show. Wait, actually, I think Keenan and Kel wasn't on Snick.
Are you
Was
afraid
it?
of the dark?
Wait, was Keenan and Kel on Sunday nights?
I don't remember.
But Are You Afraid of the Dark? All that. Shelby Woo. I forgot what
remember
other
that show.
shows. Shelby Woo, she was like a detective or something. Oh, not Clarissa Explains It All. Maybe.
Amanda Show.
The Amanda Show.
Oh, Amanda Show is so good.
Then there was this girl. She was trying to be an actress. I forgot her name.
Zoe 101.
No, that was Disney. There was whatever.
I know that.
The point is, so that's that. Then you had Mr. Stick. He would like host maybe summertime Nickelodeon, I think. They had the Ren and Stimpy show, Doug, Rugrats, Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold is king.
SpongeBob, the old
SpongeBob,
old one. That
not
was
the new
yeah,
SpongeBob.
that was a classic.
SpongeBob came out when I was 13,
That was the 90s?
99. And now
Oh,
it's
so that's not really the 90s.
99
It's
is
like
the
2000s.
90s. 99 is the 90s. Hello?
Yeah, but the 90s. But the 90s.
I know what
doesn't-
you're saying, but we got to cross the line somewhere. It started in the 90s, okay?
When did Keenan and Kel come out?
I don't remember. I think around the same time. So you had SpongeBob back then was much better than SpongeBob is today. What else was there? I know there was a lot of controversy with SpongeBob. Like the Catholic Church wanted to ban it. Like a lot of grown-ups like wouldn't want to show their kids. Like we know somebody that's like, I don't let my kids watch that. I'm like, damn, like it was kind of stupid. It was like a stupid show.
It was stupid. There was like a lot of undertones that were inappropriate.
Yeah, probably.
Then we watched other shows like Steve
All
Harvey,
that.
all that.
No, sorry. Then they had that slime show.
Oh, Figure It Out.
Figure It Out.
That was a good one. That was like
Figure
a
It
game
Out.
show.
It was all about slime. They had
Slime.
damn, what else? Oh, the Timmy with the two fairy
Oh,
Fairly Odd Parents.
yeah.
Cat Dog.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Cat Dog is kind of sad though, because I feel like
I liked Cat Dog. It was,
he
a
was
good
always
show.
pissed off at the dog.
It wasn't sad. It was a good show. I think it was cool.
Rocco's Modern Life is a little sad.
Rocco's Modern Life was like a SpongeBob before it's,
It's weird.
and it wasn't even as popular as SpongeBob
What
was.
about that Beaver show where they're all like,
Angry Beavers. I was never actually a fan of Angry Beavers. I don't know. I couldn't get in. I was also not a fan of Our Real Monsters. I also couldn't get into that.
Liza Thornberry?
I didn't like the Wild Thornberries either. Couldn't even get into that either.
Rocco's Modern Life?
Rocco's Modern Life was all right. It was kind of weird. It was all right.
It was weird.
Yeah. I think SpongeBob was better.
SpongeBob and Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold, let me tell you something about Hey Arnold. Like as an adult, I watched some of these shows to get my nostalgia fix. I saw an episode of Rugrats. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. you know? But when I saw Hey Arnold, I was blown away. I was like, wow, I actually enjoy this as an adult. Like this is a good show. It was very well put together. Maybe I relate to it because we grew up like in a city kind of environment.
Yeah, what show? SpongeBob?
No, Hey Arnold.
Oh
Did you just doze off on me?
yeah.
All right, that's it.
No, you know why? No, wait, you know why? Because I was thinking about Keenan. I was thinking about Keenan because I was like, damn, he was on TV for like decades already.
Well, kind of, because
Is
he
it
did.
Saturday Night
He
Live
was on
now?
Nickelodeon, and then he took like a little hiatus, and then he was. I mean,
Oh.
hiatus. I don't know. I haven't seen him around until he went to Saturday
He's
Night
just
Live.
like there, you know. He's like a 9 to 5 when it comes to like TV shows.
Yeah, and Hey Arnold, I loved Super Dude. Speaking of Keenan, that was hilarious. How his weakness was in kryptonite. It was milk, dairy
Yeah,
products.
that was so good.
Yeah. Oh
was great.
man.
I don't know why people watch Disney. That's lame.
Disney had, we didn't get into Disney until later. I think the only Disney show I really liked was Even Stevens, kind
Yeah.
of, and then also Boy Meets World. But Boy Meets World was like on local TV also. It was on Channel 7.
What about like Sister Sister?
So I liked Sister Sister, and then that was okay. But then I liked Smart Guy. He's their brother in real life, the twins.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And then we watched a lot of BT.
You know what? We watched. I remember we had a period where we were obsessed with BET shows. We watched what's it called? The Steve Harvey Show. That was gold.
That was really
Loved it.
That's why when Cat Williams was like talking bad about Steve Harvey, I was like, what is he talking about? Steve Harvey show's hilarious.
Yeah, Steve Harvey Show was amazing. The Wayne Brothers.
The Wayne Brothers was a classic.
Yeah. Those are, I think, the only two BT shows like we watched, like that was on. I don't even know if they were actual BT shows. It was just on BT.
Yeah.
Like when we were watching the reruns.
And then I think they had the Tia Tamara show was on BT also.
I don't remember that.
Or was that Disney?
Sister Sister, you mean?
Yeah.
No, Sister Sister was a kids show. It wouldn't be on BT. No, definitely not. And yeah, I think that's it.
So then they had 106 in Park,
Yeah, we watched 106 in Park. We watched TRL,
Rat Basement.
Rap Basement. What else? Oh man, I'm getting hit with so much nostalgia. I just can't take it.
Yeah.
I miss the early 2000s. I miss the 90s. I feel like 90s was like the golden era of America. I mean, listen, we always had, there was always tension with race, but it feels like the 90s was like the most chill. It just feels that way. Maybe I was a kid, maybe that's why, but I don't know. I just sense it's like crazier now.
Because I think we knew less because of social media. Like I just saw a video where this guy, I forgot his name. I could look it up, but whatever. He's a popular guy. He was on Bill Maher, and you're saying that racism or race relations, I think were better since 2013 or going down, or racism is going down since 2013. But the reason why it looks like it's high and it's so intense is because of social media. We see like one or two events happening here and there, and then it seems like it's always happening.
And I think that a lot of people are stirring the pot. I really do.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people say that the 90s. Oh, you know what? There was another guy. His name is Corey. He's on TikTok. He does like a lot of those history sketches. He's all about history. I think his name is It's Me Corey. He just did a sketch about pretending like he went back in time in the 90s. And he's like, I don't want to leave. The 90s were so chill. So I'm not the only one to say it. I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. This guy's name is Coleman Hughes. He was just on Bill Maher. He was talking about it. That racism didn't spike after 2013. Is what happened is we all got smartphones. So you can watch that clip on the Bill Maher show. Shout out to Coleman Hughes. I don't know him personally, but I just saw it. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
No.
Okay. Well, this was fun. Until next time.